Good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Guna Matters, where your opinion matters. Now, tonight we're going to have a show just about football, Arsenal in general, whether it's males, females, but right after this. Good evening and welcome back to Guna Matters. Good evening, Seema. How's the
Good
lady?
evening. Hi, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And
Just
then
wanna
we've got
say-
Larissa. Larissa is becoming
A
a
regular.
legend.
Nice. Thank God. Thank God. Got
She's
company.
becoming a legend.
Everton have just scored.
Ladies, what a game of football last night. It was an immense game. I thought first half, it's going to be just one of those one goal games, and lo and behold, they surprised us.
Oh,
You were the first person here, so over to you, my man.
That was a game. 5-star performance first of all. But first half, I was like, oh, I hope we're gonna score a few more because it was like the 90th and 20th minute. We had like so many shots on goal, and I was like, please finish one, because I was already thinking like, oh, Chelsea's gonna score one on us, and then it's gonna be all for the whole game, and I was like, oh, come on, but yeah, then second half they turned it around, and it was awesome.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Seema, you were... Sorry, go for it.
No, also Raya. Big performance to Raya.
yeah. He did some great saves.
They did, yeah?
How
Seema,
many
you
were
at
there?
the game.
2? Sorry.
That one on Jackson. Oh.
Jackson was like wobbly. Sorry. It's quite funny.
I don't know what happened to Chelsea yesterday. I
You
really
know what
don't
happened?
know. Seema,
We were the better team.
obviously.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah, I was there.
Seema,
I was there.
you were there. So just give us a bit of insight as to last week Sunday opposed to last night. Last week Sunday, a lot of fans left, a lot of fans booed, all sorts of things. And yesterday was totally a different environment, as you could hear, although there was not so many fans because of the tickets and all sorts of the ballots that there was a delay and all sorts of things. So, but the fans that was there last night, opposed to the full squad of last week, that is so like chalk and cheese.
I mean, it was crazy. I mean, when the Wolves game started, it was, it was loud, it was going, not the Wolves game, sorry, Villa game. We were really raring for it, we're giving it all, and then, I don't know, it just sort of kind of like died down. But the team, there were 2 different teams from, from Sunday to yesterday. It was just like, oh my God, where did they come from? Because that's the team we know. The team against Villa, we didn't know who they were, and then, I mean, you're right about the ballot system thing, but it wasn't as empty as people are talking about. Yeah, there was more probably empty in club level than they were around, the other pockets. So, but one thing I didn't like is that some fans did start leaving because they're like, oh, we're 5-0 up, let's just go. No, that's so disrespectful.
So this is the thing. Now, I'm confused. What do the fans want? Do they want you to lose? Do they want you to win? I mean, they're leaving when you lose, they're leaving when you win. So what the hell do they want?
Well, when we're winning, they just want to get home, and you think, what the hell? You just wait another 5 minutes. Okay, there's queues at the train stations. I get it, because I wait. I tend to wait about 25 to 30 minutes before I leave.
Yeah.
But come on, watch the team, applaud them off. What a performance they did. So, I mean, they deserve that much. Come on.
Yeah. So You say it was electric,
Yes.
the atmosphere. And the first half wasn't. We obviously missed chances. The first half, we should have probably gone. I mean, Larissa, you said in the group that we should have been 3 up already by then.
It felt like
Yeah, so we missed quite a bit of chances, and I wonder what would Arteta say to them at halftime. If you were Arteta at that time, what would you have said, Larissa?
I probably would have said like, "Come on, we are better than this. Finish the chances that you get. Be clinical in front of the goal, and just finish your chances."
Yeah.
Correct.
I mean, one of the things that I kind of like sort of thought about afterwards, I thought Kai missed in that first half such a good sitter, and yet he went to pass the ball. It was kind of like saying, "Do you know what? I don't want to score in front of the Chelsea fans." So he sort of like hesitated for that.
Yeah.
And once that was over, he was second half. It was like, spitfire.
Go for it,
You
Larissa.
can tell that. Yep.
Yeah, he had that one chance in first half also where he was like running, and then suddenly it was like he gave the ball to Chelsea, but he had like all full onto the goal.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Like I almost want to say, like, is this match fixing or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think that. I didn't go that far.
It did seem that he's going to throw the game for us. Also, at one point, he had an opportunity to pass to Trossard to get a second, and then he decided to shoot. So that there was something in his mind that I can't probably put my finger on.
Yeah, probably the
but
Chelsea
I think it's purely because of the mindset of, you guys let me go, but I really want to prove it to you, and he didn't know how, I suppose. But then I think Arteta has spoken to all of them, but I mean, telling you, Kai, please, you are the king of the Emirates. Now, come on, show us what you can do. And I mean, a brace. And I was so glad that he went and celebrated that first goal. I mean, that was so nice to see. That was nice to see. And he gave it to the Chelsea fans.
But can you imagine that in front of the Chelsea fans, like this
one?
Yeah. And I mean that for me, it was quite nice because I understand some players don't want to celebrate. I don't know what your take on it, but like Declan Rice, when he scored against West Ham, he didn't choose to celebrate. And I think it's more of a situation of how the player left the club. I'm not sure. What is your take on that?
I mean, I think they probably do it when it's their very first one, but once that's done, out of the way, it's business as usual. They've got allegiance to their club, and they're well within their right to celebrate. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
even if you do celebrate, Larissa, against your old team, that's not disrespecting them. It just shows them that you've scored a goal. It doesn't matter who the team is. You scored a goal, and you're celebrating that goal. I mean, irrespective whether it was by mutual consent that you guys left, or you left ugly, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
The fact is that you're celebrating your goal because you scored. That in itself is because of part of you, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also like, I mean, you play now for this club pays your paycheck, and you have to score the goals or not score the goals, depends on your position. But like what you said with Declan Rice, he also said that he had a lot to thankful to be from the club. Chelsea threw him out when he was 14, and he got to grow up to the player that he is now. Yeah, of course, he had a lot to be thankful for. So I can imagine that he didn't want to be like, hey, like this in front of the home crowd. So, but yeah, I think maybe next season then he will probably be full on celebrating.
Yeah.
This is quite an interesting statement from Ange there. She says, sorry, got to say Kai gets lucky. I wonder what she meant by that. But it's 2 goals, and I don't think it's 2 goals that are lucky. Because he was under pressure on the first goal, and on the second goal he still had to do quite a lot.
Yeah, but that was the perfect pass by Odegaard. and that perfect run by Kai. So it was timed well.
Yeah.
And he had two defenders right with him. So to get through those, he used his stride though, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. He had to still
Yeah.
do quite a lot before scoring
Yeah.
that goals.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Ange, I'm not sure what you really mean by sorry, he gets lucky. Yes, maybe he gets lucky at some instances, but yesterday that was meant to be because the run, first of all, like you say, Seema, and also the pass from Odegaard, that is intentional because, and what he did is how he kicked the ball over the goalkeeper. I mean,
Yeah.
got a deflection on the keeper's head or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Kai meant what he did, and I think definitely he's deserved of those two goals. And what about Mr. Benjamin White, like John calls him?
Benny White. Benny White. Come on.
John the Geezer calls him Suntan Sally.
Suntan Sun. Yeah. Come on, leave him alone.
Larissa, I don't know if you saw, I'm not sure you're much on Twitter, but there was a post that Ben White has got 4 goals I think 5 or 6 assists. And Anthony, that's a forward from United,
yeah.
He's got 0 goals and 1 assist.
Yeah.
How's Ben White as a player to you? I mean, there was so many controversy around the amount that we've paid for him, 50 million from Brighton. He was a defender, the right centre back, and all sorts of things. But he's coming to his own under Mikel Arteta, and there's so many criticism of him and the manager. You obviously are a fan, so how did he turn it around under Arteta?
Well, first of all, I think he's cheap for 15 million for the way how he plays now, and he really grew into his role on the right side. I mean, when he came in, everybody was like, oh, a little bit like, oh. Same like now with Raya. And then now when you see him, he's like running, he's passing, he's even scoring, and then you think like, yeah, he really got the chance from Arteta to grow out into the player that he is now. And I really love seeing him play.
Yeah.
Ange is probably saying why she told us he gets lucky. Yes, he did have a couple of misses there, but I think he was in his own head at the time, I'm sure. But yeah, thanks for clearing us up. And sorry, continue, Larissa, or were you done there?
No, I was finished. So,
I mean, every player is allowed to have, a good game and a bit of a wobble game. And Ben had his little thing, but he's come back now in the last 3 or 4 games, bearing Villa a little bit. I mean, otherwise they were all he's come back supercharged, and he's on the ball, and I love he's back in with Saka and the running, and the things he does with him, and also the throws that he takes. He likes to take it right to the goal line, and he aims and he gets it. The position is great, And yesterday, one of the questions we all said is, who would get man of the match? Because they were all great.
Yeah,
they were all fantastic. But our captain, class, absolutely top.
I thought Thomas Partey deserved the man of the match.
He stepped up.
So long out.
Yeah.
And performed like he did yesterday. I mean, that was just top class from him, and I can't say much wrong of what he did yesterday. I mean, the pass that he gets from the left side and just leaving it for Odegaard, and Caicedo was sliding all the way to wherever he comes from, and simple things like that. It just makes so much effortless on his part, where he just goes and glides across the field.
Yeah, but do you think that's the Ricey effect? That's the Ricey effect coming in there.
So he
working together with him.
But this takes me back to what we were saying on Monday, when Joan was saying you need to have players come in and to actually
affect the change. Correct.
like with
Yeah.
the mirror stuff like that. And Partey was out for how long? 6 months?
Yeah. Is
7
it
months?
longer? I thought? Yeah, it was quite a long time.
And he comes
Yeah, for
in
almost the whole season.
and
Yeah.
like, whoa, wow,
Yeah.
like
Well,
really?
what we were all saying was like, we haven't even got Timber in there yet.
Oh, and he also needs to come
Do you know
back.
what I mean? You know, and that
Yeah.
howler he scored for the under-21s.
Yeah, that's a stinker, eh?
That was just amazing.
Yeah,
Imagine when he's
No.
on the field.
exactly. Like
The
have now.
second goal for Ben, was that a fluke or was that a pass?
Yeah, of course it was a fluke. Of course it was. There was those two Arsenal players that went sliding into the net because they both missed it, not realising that he put it in there already.
Yeah, I'm sure you will say that he's meant it, eh?
He meant it.
Well, I actually said he didn't. He did it precisely the way he wanted to do it. And then everyone's looking at me going, nah, of course that was a fluke.
No, definitely. You could see that the way he passed the ball on his foot. I mean, that's
Yeah.
surely a pass across for somebody in there. And I think going forward, on Sunday, is it Sunday or Saturday? Sunday.
Sunday, Spurs.
Sunday. They're playing the North London derby.
Yeah.
And are we going to use the same tactics?
Oh, no, well, the thing is, we're going to struggle. I think we're going to struggle a little bit because they're high line. And I'm sure, Arteta's working on it. He's given them a rest day today and then back to work tomorrow. And it'll be just like trying to attack that high line and see how we can work around it.
All right.
Yeah.
I would like to see us continue with what we did. I mean, we only played better that way.
Yeah.
Although a scrappy win will also do us very, very much anything, because the way Spurs lost against Newcastle, I mean, they were pushing and pushing, but they couldn't.
Yeah.
They couldn't really force anything from that game. So I think, I don't know what Arteta's plans are, but I think that sort of game would be so nice to have the same type of temperament of what we had last night. Are we playing the same team at least?
I think
I
he's
hope
gonna
so. Go on. Sorry.
Go on, let us.
It up. I mean, obviously, Spurs watched the game yesterday, so they're probably thinking now, are they gonna play like this? And we can do this. We can do this. Or maybe he's gonna switch it up again. Could be that he might start Martinelli instead of Trossard.
Yeah.
I think Martinelli is not performing at all.
No,
it's a London derby, but then again, also anything can happen in the London derby.
Yeah, exactly. So anything can happen on
this. But Martinelli is one of those players that he has, whenever, even if he plays the whole game or if he's subbed, he gives it all. He runs down that, he's always chasing that ball. So he's not one of those players that just, has a little whatever little fit you could call it, like, oh, you're not playing me, I'm not going to do this. No, he gives it all, and you can see it from the minute he gets on, he gives it all.
No, that's true. That's true.
And that's so good, though, because now we're building the team where, I mean, like, he brought 4 subs on together. When was the last time Arteta did that?
Yeah. but don't you think he's maybe distracted, or distracted at least, with what the manager wants? Because you don't see him anyway take the defender out to the byline. He will rather cut in, whereby he's running into a whole lot of other defenders, which sort of not giving him his potential to run at a defender. I'm not sure if that makes sense at all, but I think,
Oh, and even at 5-0 up, he still bought on Martinelli and Jesus. He didn't need to. He didn't need to, but he still bought them on because he kept the same, fix. So it worked. And now he's got those players that he can switch the team about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he could have easily just said, "Oh, you know what? Let's just bring Eddie on and bring Smith on," but he didn't. He was still going
And
for more
also-
goals.
Then also what I saw last night is that we didn't have much of a possession. Chelsea obviously dominated possession. They didn't do much with it. However, our tactics was just to sit and, I mean, after that first goal, we had the goal, and now we just let them run with the ball, let them slide, and we just do what we do best is defend. I mean, they didn't have a shot on target for of the first half. I think their first shot on target came
Second
with
half,
the Kukurea chance. I think that was their first time they had a shot. So maybe you're right, Larissa, changing it up a bit on Sunday. But also I think you should keep the same 11. And Spurs might think, because it's the same 11, the tactics that they sort of studied last night might be the same, but I think he will probably change the tactics a bit because it's Spurs. I mean, Spurs never gives up until they really, they will run at you until the end.
Yeah.
So
And they've had that 2-week break.
Yeah, and they haven't played a game. We played twice already since their last game.
Yeah. And just like Villa, they've got all to play for and all to lose. So they want that fourth spot.
If you look at the table, where's that table now? I'm not going to put it up there. Okay, that's the ladies' table. Sorry, I didn't have the men's table. So they're lying 5th, right?
Yeah. 6 points behind.
And they 3 behind Villa. EPL table. Let me just check it out.
2 games less than Villa.
Yeah.
2 games less than Villa. Yeah, you're right. So they're gonna play it for. They're gonna try and derail Villa from their 4th spot. But they also have tough games to play. I mean, we are the first tough game.
City. They've got City as well.
And they've got City, and I think they've got Liverpool as well, eh?
Yeah.
So they still have tough games, and they are 6 points, and still 2 games behind. So I think they're gonna have to play for it all, and they're gonna try and derail us.
Yeah.
What's the chances of them giving us the game?
Not.
Nah.
Not.
It's the North London derby. It's pride more than football. So that ain't happening. Don't even think about that,
My word. United is 1-1. Bournemouth is 1-0.
I think Liverpool were losing.
Yeah, don't want to.
So talking about Tottenham, we have to win that game, or can we draw?
Yeah, no questions.
No questions. No questions. We can't
Will
give that
it
chance.
Will a draw not also be suffice though?
No, we can
No.
any more points.
No, because then City need to draw or lose.
City is behind with 6 less than us. So
Yeah, but they've got 2 games.
yeah, exactly. So they can take 2.
Yeah, but we've got the points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have the
But
points
no,
than
not-
having
Points.
Yeah, I wouldn't
the
risk
game
it.
in hand, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't risk it for
If
sure.
they go 6 points, they are 2 points ahead of us again. So
Yeah. No. Don't stop putting that seed in there, Glenn, when you can. We don't like that.
Then look, I'm just trying
I can
to.
hear all the other fans shouting like, what is he saying?
what is he saying?
You got to be realistic. It's Spurs, and I mean Spurs.
That's not realistic.
When Spurs plays Arsenal, it's like nothing else matter. It's
course it
because it's
doesn't.
Arsenal,
Yeah.
and they will do their best. I mean, they came to our home ground and they came for a fight, and they got the fight. Also, they got the draw.
Okay, you know what we're going to do, Glenn?
Excuse
We're going
me?
to take our bus. We're going to take our bus, and we're going to park it in their hood.
Well, their hood is our hood, isn't it? I mean, it's just
No.
down the road.
We're London. London's red. Okay, don't forget that.
So, look, it's football. So I think anything but a lose.
Mate, the league depends on this, okay? It's not just football. It's the
So
league.
then I want to put you on the spot, Larissa, and you as well, Seema. Should we
Uh-huh.
win Spurs
Yes.
on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we going to win the
We're
league?
playing for pride and we're playing for the title.
We are playing for the North London derby, so
Yes.
No, but what I'm
Yeah.
asking is, if we win or when we win on Sunday,
Mm.
then can you say we win the league already?
Yes, we've got a
By
great
then-
chance to do that.
By then, City would have played their 2 games.
Yeah, but we've got to fight. We've got to do the fight.
yeah.
You know, we're not the same team as last year. We are a different team. We're what's the word?
Next level up.
Yeah, well, more than next level.
Yeah.
You know, so they're maturing. The young guns have
Yeah.
matured.
Yeah. So this is the running. Everton is leading Liverpool now at halftime, 1-0.
Yeah.
Tomorrow City plays away to Brighton. And then Saturday, Liverpool plays the first game at half past 12, half past 1.
Yeah.
Well, half past 12 for you.
Yeah.
The question, obviously, would you prefer, and I think we've spoken about this, would you prefer to play first or last?
Last.
Because at the next fixtures, we're playing before
Sunday.
City on Sunday. Before
Yeah.
City.
Because the Villa game, we were the last ones, and
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't do too good.
And we couldn't do much. So City
No.
was the first team. They won convincingly. Liverpool
Yeah.
lost and we went to lose.
I
So
really-
Liverpool
Yeah.
is playing Saturday first, and then Sunday it's Arsenal first, and then Man City.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would like to play first.
I don't know. Let's just leave it. Let's just go with the flow. Let's just go with it and not jinx
Maybe we
anything.
have to see what they do tomorrow against Brighton, and then maybe we can see if we
Well,
like it.
I mean, Brighton's not an easy place to go, right? So
Yeah,
You
it's
know
not.
that.
And then Liverpool's next game is against West Ham on Saturday.
yeah,
Also a
that's
tough- also a
another
tough-
one.
Tough
Yeah,
one to
tough.
go to.
Well,
And
they're
then-
struggling right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to be that Atalanta game, Liverpool is going. whee.
Yeah. But even now, they were lucky that penalty wasn't given because of offside. Otherwise, they'd be 2-0 down.
But also
Yeah.
the like not consistent.
Yeah.
Even Van Dijk, Virgil.
Yeah.
He makes personal mistakes. Like it was last weekend also. He made a few personal mistakes that I think like, come on, a
Yeah.
guy from your caliber should not have done that.
I know.
So-
Right,
so- So Liverpool loses tonight. Are they out?
yeah. Cool. Well, they'll be out anyway. We're 13 goals ahead of them.
Yeah, goal difference.
So for
wise.
them to score 13, but then we are talking about Liverpool who come back from a Champions League final to
That-
go win it. So
There's context to that, Seema, considering we win our 4 games remaining.
yeah. Nah,
Then-
they'll be out. They'll be out.
Then yeah. So we
Yeah.
got to consider we have to win our 4 games for Liverpool
Yeah.
to be out completely.
Well, I don't
Um,
think Arteta's going to let the team go in there even thinking about draws.
No.
No, he's going in there and saying, "You fucking." I don't know how he pronounces that, but anyway, he's. The North London derby is massive, but the players keep it professional these
Yeah,
days.
of course, yeah. Well, they have to. It's just us fans go crazy.
Yeah.
That's just it. I mean, I don't know, Seema. You've probably been at the White Hart Lane and the new stadium for Spurs. Is the
No, I haven't been there. I haven't, but
Oh,
my
you
son
haven't.
has. Yeah, yeah, it's just a crazy place to go. Though he's told me about it. I didn't go. I actually haven't been at all.
But what I want to know is the representation for Arsenal as big as it is that when they come to us?
I think it's slightly bigger because we don't give the full tier, do we? We just give the bottom.
Okay. But
Yeah.
there's sufficient support from Arsenal when they
Oh
go
God,
there.
yeah. But it's massive, isn't it? So it's
Yeah.
just so it's the sound echoes as well.
John is saying that after today it could be a 2 hours race. But you know what? I don't like to
Good.
count my chickens before the hatch
45
because
minutes to go. We'll find out.
Yeah.
it's football because you can't
Yeah.
guesstimate these things. You know what I mean? It's so hard to say that, you know what, Liverpool's gonna lose tonight or City's gonna lose tomorrow or those you can't say it because they say the football gods are listening. There is something to that effect as
No, and it's
So,
Liverpool. They're the comeback kings of the second half.
no, but not always. I mean, they didn't do it
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
Crystal Palace. They didn't do it against Atalanta at home.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi,
So
Emerson.
go for it, Larissa, you said?
No. I was only saying like they are like the comebacks from the quarter half of the last quarter of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I bet
those.
you take
Yeah.
Salah off as well. Salah's not playing very well.
If now walks the bus in defense, then I think it will be hard for Liverpool. If they go full on defense, then it will be hard.
Yeah, but I think Everton should try at least first 10, 15 minutes of second half just to go and get a second. If they can't, then they must sit back and maybe change the tactics because Liverpool is gonna come at them.
Yeah.
And then, of course, our next game after the North London derby is away to Manchester United. They are struggling at this stage against Sheffield at home at Old Trafford. They are 1-1 currently. Sheffield is
really? Oh, shame. Shame.
Sheffield scored first, and then of course Maguire came in with just before halftime. Came in with the equalizer. So I mean, United struggling as it is. But then again, when it comes to rivals like Arsenal and United has been over the years, the form goes out of the window, isn't it?
I mean, Harry Maguire scoring. It's the second one he scored. I mean, they're copying our defenders. I mean, our defenders, our left backs and right backs are scoring, and now everyone's copying us.
Look, everybody wants to be like Arsenal, I think. Eh?
Oh, exactly.
Did you watch Bad Boys where Mike Larry? Everybody want to be like Mike. So, so guys, what? Before we go to the next segment, there's not going to be a big talk about, but there is a couple of things that we didn't touch on Monday night. What need to be done by every player, from Rice up until whoever from the youth is in our squad for the next 4 games? We have to have mentality. We have to have fight. We need to have anything that we can think of. What could be our downfall, Sima?
Losing concentration. I mean, that can be just a flick of a switch and that's it. You know, like the other team, they come and try and rattle our players. They'll target one specific player. Like Cucurella kept targeting Saka or Ben White. So he was trying to wind them up, okay? And that's the thing that we don't want. We're going to have that in the Spurs game. They're going to try and wind, especially Ben White. They always try and go for him, okay? Man United, same thing. They're going to try and wind up. Probably Saka if he's playing, you know? And but it's just those. It's their focus and concentration. And they keep that going. And they're concentrating on just their passing and their defending. That's it. And the great thing is that they do back each other up. You know, I was watching, like, Trossard was switching over. And I think the ref at one point told him, go back over there. The guy's like, oh, okay, I'll go back. And it's like, it's kind of weird to see, that he's meant to be on the left side and he was on the right side. So,
Yeah.
which is confusing. It's confusing for the other team's defenders because they're like, what? And you can see that.
True.
You can see that. So stick to the game plan.
Larissa, tell me quickly. Ben White, I think he's got a very short fuse. He can pick up yellow easy, especially when players provoke him. What would you say to him if you were the captain, like Odegaard on the day? What would you tell Ben White? Hey, dude,
I probably would say something like, just play your own game, ignore them. We cannot lose a player on a game. Like if he gets a red card, then it's done. I mean, then we are done.
Yeah.
For. Probably says something like, just focus on yourself. Don't try to get any cards. Don't react.
Yeah.
Just keep your head straight forward and just.
Well, he already got the yellow, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday he got the yellow.
Yesterday.
And then there was another altercation that was happening, and we're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Back off, Ben, because he's Xhaka number 2.
Somebody on Sharp.
Xhaka the Invincible.
He's Xhaka number 2. Ben White is Xhaka number 2.
Saka is not doing it for me. I mean, he was 90 minutes yesterday, and I didn't think he affected the game in a very positive way. Yes, he ran a kukkerij now and then, but he's really been tiring out, and he's not getting the rest he should. Obviously, it's not the time that you want to rest him. You want to rest him if you went to Old Trafford and possibly won the league at Old Trafford. You're leaving him out for the last game, don't you?
Yeah.
If we won it.
If you've won it on Old Trafford, I'm sure.
But
I mean,
he's also dealing with injury, yeah?
Yes, he's been playing with the injury for so long.
All the time with this calf injury already. So I think maybe that's also starting to affect him more and more now.
I don't know. Isn't it kind of like using him as kind of like a dummy thing? Because he's always got 2 on him. And then when the ball gets passed over to the other side, to the left side, you've got Trossard or Martinelli there. So, and they're free because they're too busy marking him.
Yeah.
At one point, I think there was 3.
Yeah.
So, in that respect, you can see how the game plan is going. You can pick it up. But when they play on the other side, on the North Bank end, it's different. They don't have the players on him. So, it's just like a hit and miss. Or it's a great game plan.
Yeah, but you gotta think. As an England fan, for you guys, you don't want to lose him for the Euros as well. But firstly, Arsenal needs him.
Yeah.
But are we going to look at somebody to fight for his spot next season? Because this is something that we've been talking for so long. We need sufficient and quality replacement for Saka, because Saka has been playing so many games, and by his own admission, he said that he wants to play irrespective of any injury. So you can't really blame all on the manager and the medical staff. He himself said, "I want to be there on the pitch."
Yeah, but him saying it and being fit for it are 2 different things, right? So he's clearly fit enough to be on there for 97 minutes, 95.
He's telling you, Mikel, I am fit, I am ready, I feel fine. You know what I mean? So you as a player know your body, although everybody knows you've got Sheffield United scored, it's 2-1. Yeah.
Wow.
So the player is saying, I'm well, I'm okay, I can play, but it has to come from the manager at times to say, Saka, I know you want to be on the pitch. Sit out until we need you to come on later stage of the game. But who do we put in there? Do we put Jesus in there? Put Martinelli in there?
look, now we've only got 4 games left. So, you know what? Just play him. Because the league depends on it. And we need all our top fit players there. And he can switch it up. He can bring him on, like he took him off in the 70-something minute it was. So, you know, Jesus and when he did the 4 changes, they came on and,
Vieira.
you know, he switched it up. So, you know, it's team building as well.
And
he's human.
Coming on a game like that, where obviously we've killed the game, Vieira didn't have to do much, but he didn't look too bad coming on, didn't he?
Oh God, he came on firing just like Martinelli did.
Yeah.
Fresh legs.
They all came guns blazing.
Yeah.
There's a question. Thoughts on White versus Cucurella?
Oh, White any day, man. Swept him under the carpet.
Yeah, exactly. Cucurella didn't really impress me that much yesterday.
No.
He was buying more on his behind than he was actually.
Yeah.
No.
The only thing that he did well was that shot at goal where he got blocked from one of the players. That's the only thing I think he did.
But
wasn't it his own player?
No, it was, I think, at either Saliba or Gabriel.
Gabriel, okay.
Yeah. He didn't even lay a glove on White going forward, did he?
No.
He was too much worried about Saka.
Yeah.
But
he was really rough. He was rough with him.
Yeah.
So Wolves also scored now. It's 1-1 at Bournemouth.
Okay.
And Everton is going to score now again, I hope.
Oh, bless you.
So ladies, we're going to go over to just the last segment of the female sport. I mean, we've touched on quite a bit on Monday night, but there was things that we didn't touch on in terms of the next few 3 games. I think they're playing Everton away, and then playing City away, and then playing Brighton at home. That's the last game. Good evening, Alex. Welcome to the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night show. Hope you are well, mate. So yeah, I mean, we're not going to win the WSL as we have discovered on Monday night, but we can stick it. We can probably put the spanner in the works, isn't it, Larissa?
Yeah, it's just now securing third place, keep staying on the 3rd place, maybe 2nd, depends on what we're gonna do now these 3 games. But yeah, it's the title run that was over when we lost against Chelsea. That was clear.
Yeah, because we went 6 points behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
It all went downhill.
By the looks of it, Chelsea, I think it's 3 points behind City with a game in hand.
Yeah.
It's a 2-horse race, but do you think City can get over the line before Chelsea?
I hope it. I'd rather have City win it than Chelsea.
They become Eric like that, yeah?
Swipe the board. Take it off Emma.
Exactly. Nothing.
Sorry, that's so horrible. Sorry.
We still have to play. We still have to play City, which means that we will play in the hands of Chelsea if we lose that game.
Yeah.
So, not in the hands of Chelsea, in the hands of City if we lose it, but also we need to obviously look at ourselves and our scoreboard, because we can't get worse than that. We already qualified for Champions League. So I think
they're going to be happy with that.
Yeah.
But we have to get the momentum going, you know what I mean? Until we obviously can't carry it over to next season, but we can have that mentality and saying, yes, we went strong, we ended up strong, so we can compete.
I think the girls can do it. Because they are really gelling, aren't they? And they're enjoying the football. They're enjoying the passing. They're enjoying getting the goals. Come on, Alexi Russo, look at her. And, Beth Mead, she's just
flying
in her element now.
Sima, we had a discussion on the full squad of the ladies on Monday night, and there's a big squad. and Larissa was part of the discussion as well. I'm interesting to know what you would think about what's going to happen with that big squad. We've got so many defenders, we've got a host of forwards, we've got so many obvious midfielders. Then we've got academy players coming in. There's so many things to look forward to. Your take on Adebayo dealing with such a huge squad?
Dream squad, I would say.
Yeah.
Because he's got the choice. Look, we had Leah out for the whole year, okay, and we struggled. But now he can bring anyone in and switch it up. So, I think he's in a great position, for the next season. And Chelsea who next season, we'll say, because she won't be there, and they will thrive. I mean, give us that for the men's team, and then we're sorted. Women and men's both going to be there.
Yeah.
So I don't see that as a problem. I think it's. I mean, he's probably thinking, "Oh my God, I don't want so and so to sit out because I want them to play." He's probably spoilt for choice now as well. But he's got to play his best players. So
something that we did last season. Last season, struggle. If somebody fell out, who are you going to put in? And now we actually have the luxury of a huge bench.
Yeah, and also that really affected when we were in the playoffs for the Champions League. Yeah. We could have won that game.
Yeah, but now there's still a lot of factors, like I said on Monday, to consider. I mean, yes, there's 4 competitions, and yes, there's so many players. I'm just hoping that Adebayo is doing the right things for the right reasons in order for the ladies to excel. Emerson is saying Everton we will beat Everton and Man City and have a chance. Now that Shaw injury could keep you out for the rest of the season. Who's Shaw? Oh yes, yeah. After the rest of the season, Hemp and Kelly will be a threat. But still, I mean, Kelly, she's almost like the star person for City, isn't it?
Yeah, but I also think that City, they have like lots of good players and they are very consistent the whole season already. Like, I mean, you have now Jess Park who's coming up, scoring goals left and right. Hemp, she's like our Martinelli. She's always running. They have more than one player to depend on them to have a good game, yes or no. So I don't know. I think the
they have a great academy, don't they?
Sorry?
They have a great academy.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the Wolves' goal was disallowed. It's still 1-0 to Bournemouth. Crystal Palace that scored. And it's still 2-1 to Sheffield and 1-0 to Liverpool. So it looks good so far.
1-0? Liverpool scored?
No,
still 1-0.
Oh, okay.
Still 1-0.
1-0. Okay. Sorry. I was like, what? You've got it on. It's on in the living room. The other half's watching it. So
Sure. So going into next season, especially for the ladies, there is still some improvements to be made. Your improvement is going to be what, Larissa?
Well, I actually think now, this is what I said on Monday also, that they have more time now to create the group with the group that they have now. They have more time to actually get into preseason, to get into the playoffs for the Champions League, and they have more time to make this group how we want it.
They need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Dubai.
But it was also, we had in the summer, in the winter, we had players coming in. We had new players in the summer. They came just out of the World Cup. They had 2 weeks to prepare again for the playoffs, and they were still searching. But I think now these last 2-3 games, they actually showed how the team is going to look like. And if they keep on building like this,
then
next season, then I would say to the rest of the WSL, be prepared.
Yeah.
Because we come guns blazing every single game.
Exactly.
And
It's
also,
good to see them gel, isn't it? It's really great to
yeah,
see the unit.
still have 4 players out on loan also. So,
Yeah.
and then we have this big squad already. And I
So in the goalkeeping department, Sima, sorry, before you answer whatever you wanted to say, the goalkeeping department is obviously something that we need to consider because Zinsberg has been playing so many games. Same scenario with like Saka. There's no real. I mean, the other goalkeeper, she has not really played so much for. I think it was
Her face. Everton
2-0.
score.
Yes, 2-0. Oh my word.
Oh God. I'm so sorry, but my family group chat is full of Liverpool fans, so that's going to be a great night tonight.
Smile there. I'm like,
Yeah, I saw your face. Sorry, yeah, the goalkeeper. Well, the thing is, right?
And yeah,
Go on,
and
yeah.
sorry, United also equalized now.
yeah, okay.
Well,
Go
yeah.
for it. Go for it, Sima.
No, what I was going to say is like, I mean, it's fine, okay, because he hasn't even started, you know, another goalkeeper like for a lesser tournament. So he's clearly happy, you know, with who he's picking. So, you know, yeah, I mean, he'll work on that. He's got the summer break now, and you know, to get somebody else, you know, to step up, or even buy someone else. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into, you know, whether he's looked into that. So, because well, last week or so, I haven't been online. So maybe Laris could tell me more. Yeah.
No, on that Puma side, it's silent again. So
Yeah.
So yeah, because I think for a lack of a better term, we need to get our squad goalkeepers ready because we've got 4. Like Anne said the other night, we've got 4 goalkeepers, and none of them are really playing in the lesser competition, as you say, Sima. So he's got.
They're probably not ready. They're probably not ready yet.
But why be there then?
Because they're probably playing under 21s. They're probably playing, you know, the youth.
A goalkeeper there, but she came also in when Sabrina was off to the Gold Cup, and we actually had backups because Kaylin Marquise she was off alone, but then she got injured. That's why me in, and then Sabrina had to go.
Boadi is probably more of a academy, yeah.
The Sarah Bouhadi. She was a backup actually for Sabrina because she was gone for a whole month, and in case something happened to Zinsberger, so that she could step in because she had the experience. Yeah, and Naomi, she's academy player, so she didn't have the first team experience yet.
Yeah,
and I don't think that some kind of games you are not gonna bring in her. That
But don't you think because Zinsberger is with the opinion that she will have the number 1 name on the sheet and become complacent and comfortable in that position? Say again? Sima?
Shima's hanging.
He's hanging.
There we go. Sorry, that's better.
Yeah, I'm saying maybe Zinsberger is becoming more complacent, knowing that her position number 1 goalkeeper is secured. So there's no competition as per se. You know, these guys behind me are not strong enough to sort of push me. So therefore, the mistakes that she makes is very, very sort of school kid mistakes. You know what I mean?
Sounds familiar. Ramsdale.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone's replaceable.
Yeah.
So at some point, there's probably whispers going on, you know, behind the scenes, and what we don't know.
No.
Okay, yeah. Emerson saying Boadi has left.
Yeah.
As we have 3 goalkeepers.
3 goalkeepers now. Yeah.
So surely we need a quality goalkeeper to push Zinsberger, and I think from the academy side in the defense, Katie Reed that came on for Williamson. I like her. She's young, and
Yeah.
she's got so much potential, and she shows that she can pass the ball. I mean, she gave a very good through ball to I think it was Tina, that last game. So those are the type of players that you want to come in and say, I'm going to push you, Leah. I'm going to push you, Lotte. I'm going to push you for a spot in the team. And I mean, those are the type of goalkeepers that we need, and we don't have that at the moment.
Yeah, I think we also didn't see enough of D'Angelo. I mean, she had that game against United. Yeah, she made two big mistakes that cost us the win. But I think after that she had a few cup games that she played, but they were relative easy games to say because she barely had anything to do. Like last week against Bristol City, she made like 2 saves and that was it. So I actually would have liked to see more of D'Angelo, and I also think then like in training, I mean Jonas obviously sees how these girls train, and do we see there a difference in Zinsberg than we see actually on game day? Because I mean we all complained about her in the beginning, especially that she was just like standing like this and then looked like this and she didn't move. So everybody was like, move, take the ball, you know. So I'm going to see in training that we do not see that why she's playing every week.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, that's what they talked about, didn't they? Even within the Ramsdale's thing, about how goalkeepers switch off, because if they haven't got anything to do, they do, and that's where all the mistakes come.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by his own admission, Ramsdale said that he can't concentrate for long periods. Those are the things that you need to have as a goalkeeper. You need to have that focus all the time.
Yeah, you cannot defense all the time. Like I mean.
And also, if you're on the away end, you've got the fans shouting, screaming at you, and you know, saying things and distracting you. You lose that concentration, and then you're suddenly and looking around.
Mary Earp has been linked to us. Is that going to happen at all?
I hope so, but I don't know. There's like a few European clubs behind her also, so.
Also, she has got the experience. She's obviously, I think, 31 or 30 odd. She's got the experience, and the older a goalkeeper grows, or the older a goalkeeper becomes, the more experienced they become.
And she's also with Leah, so with the back line.
Exactly, Lotte. All the three of them plays in the England squad together, which is probably a good addition. However, I don't think she will come in as the number one. Zinsberg will still be the number one.
Just sitting on the.
Well, she won't want to come then. She won't want to come.
Would she want to come to be the backup, like we have with Ramsdale and Raya at the stage? So you don't want to have that same scenario in the ladies' team as what we have in the men's team. I said before, the goalkeeper for Aston Villa. Can't remember her name.
Daphne van Domzelaar.
Whoa! No, that's your pronunciation, brilliant.
Not her. I think she's English.
No, she's Dutch from Aston Villa. She's now out with a hip injury.
Oh.
I can't remember her name. Not the one that you're talking about. She played against, is it now Aston Villa or is it? I can't remember. I mentioned it before. I can't remember now. And oh my word.
Daphne, that they also want. She's also the number one for the Dutch team. But yeah, she's out with a hip injury now, so I'm not sure how much.
An elite.
Okay.
An elite, yeah. She's also very, very, in my opinion, I think she's a young goalkeeper that can push Zinsberger for a position, or rather for her to obviously know that there's somebody here that wants my spot. So yeah, I think that is also a It's because she's playing now in the absence of that number one goalkeeper for Villa that's injured, as you say. And she has not done bad for Villa, elite. So
No,
go and watch her and see how she does. And I mean, then you come and tell me again, but I think she'd be nice to have as a second goalkeeper. Pardon me. But yeah, I mean, if Mary Earp can come to Arsenal, I would be very, very delighted because I like her. I like Mary Earp. There was also talks about is it Emma Toon or what's her name? Who plays for United. Russo's best friend.
Yeah, Alatoon.
Alatoon, yeah.
Yeah, but that was April Fool's Day. So I don't know how much serious that
Was it April Fool's joke?
Yeah, it was an April Fool's Day that the rumor came
For
out.
real? So they got me then.
So maybe
my surname is April. So they really got me.
Yeah.
I can't get the scoreline now, so I don't know. I can't see the score. Anyway, I think the squad for the ladies is huge, and I think you guys make very valid points to suggest that we should keep all of them, at least all of them, for the fact that the squad rotation is probably on the cards for the new season. I still do think we need to trim the squad a bit because it's quite big.
Yeah, I think we have to wait and see what happens in the summer break, of course. I mean, we still don't know what Stina is gonna do. We don't know what Viv's gonna do. And I think Laura was also going up this season. Laura's contract, I think.
Viv.
Wienreuter?
Oh, number 26, yeah?
Yeah.
But she just came back from injury. I think she's got a year still left, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I heard some rumors that also she has to decide what she's gonna do. So.
But do you think Stina's gonna go?
I'm not sure actually. I mean,
I hope not.
Now with your eye on the Euros, because next year we have the Euros again, and these players all want to be part of the squad, of course. So will it be smart to go now to a new team, maybe play like 10, 15 minutes every single week, not playing the full games, and might lose your place in the Euros? That's also a question you have to ask yourself.
Yeah.
So would you think Jonas prefers, is it Russo or Stina?
I think now he
First,
likes...
if you had to play one.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
I think he leans more towards Russo.
Russo, I think so too.
Yeah. But I like him to play both together because they just gel together. They play off each other very, very well.
Pickford.
Say again?
There was a big save from Pickford. Everybody in the stadium was like, whoa.
Oh, shoot.
With United Sheffield. It's now 2-2.
This is quite something new for me. Many might leave the season.
No, she signed a new contract for a year.
Oh.
She signed a new deal.
Probably end of next season.
Next season, yeah.
I think
I'll have to go look at maybe at why Andrew would say that. But no, Andrew's ears is quite close to the ladies there. Tony, I wish to. It's probably Toonie. Or Toon, sorry.
Toonie, yeah, Toonie. Yeah,
Toonie. Yeah. Toonie, I wish, but then again, there may be a place.
But Toonie is midfielder, eh? So.
She's midfielder, yeah. So.
We already have.
We've got Kim Little has come after that injury stunt that she had. She came back very strong.
Yeah. I got to speak to her.
You
I got to
did?
talk to her. Yeah, I did. She was
Is she
in
coming
my
on the
area.
show?
You know what? What happened was, she was walking past, and I looked up and I said, "Hi, Kim," and she's like, "Hi, can I get a picture?" So I took a picture, and then before the half started, the second half, we crossed again, and she's like, "It's you again." I went, "Yeah, it's me again." And I really wanted to go up to her and say, "Can you give us a message?" Because I did that with Viv.
Yeah.
So
I saw the video.
she was going into the bathroom and to the ladies, and I was coming out, and I looked at her and I went, and she goes, "Yeah, I'm her." I hadn't even said anything, and she goes, "Yeah, it's me." And I was like, "Oh, can I take a picture?" And then when she came out, she said, "Let me quickly go," and and she came back out, and then I said, "Oh, can you record a video?" And I really wanted to do Kim, and I didn't get to see her at the end of it, and I was expecting them to be there yesterday, but they weren't. So I'm hoping that I'll catch them at the Bournemouth game, but then I will get them to do a video for us.
Katie McCabe
Yeah, man, I would love. You know what? It'd
Yeah,
probably be
I've seen her.
so
Yeah.
hard for them
Yeah,
to be on.
was also there.
Sorry.
Leah Welty, she was also there.
Yeah, they didn't actually walk across because they tend to go to the green room where the media room is, and they didn't go. But he was there. What's his name? Gilberto Silva was there, so I spoke to him as well.
Oh, legend.
Yeah, legend. I've seen him before. He was there last time.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
if you do get it right, for one of them to come onto the show, it would
Well, I
so
said to Viv, I said, but I will ask them. I will ask them.
even if it's just for 5 minutes, it would be
5
so
minutes,
nice.
yeah.
It's 5.
Come in for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We can set a good fun. We can pay you.
For sure. Listen, ladies, I think we come to an end to this one. Just one more thing I want to say is Vivian ever going to play again, Vivian? How do you pronounce the name that is? Viviana.
Vivian. Yeah. Vivian.
Vivian. Yeah.
She looked all right to me.
Yeah. And strong.
Yeah.
Oh, she came in pretty strong. I think we saw a little bit.
So she might play the next 3 games. I'm hoping for a start.
No,
I would like her to start.
I think a start will be too soon. Maybe the last 20 minutes. See how the game goes.
Yeah.
They're like up 4-0 against Everton. Bring her in.
Yeah. Because she's after the injury, she's taken longer than girlfriend Beth to start.
She had also the meniscus together with the ACL, so she had the worst one out of all 4 of them.
Okay, so it does take longer.
Yeah.
Alexia Putellas.
So I was saying we've got Kim, we've got Lucas, we've got Cooney Cross, we've got Walty, and then we've got Marnham. That's 5 midfielders already starting potential. I don't think Tuni should really come and fit in there. I think she will be more of a distraction to Russo than anything else. I don't know. But I think our midfield is strong enough and big enough in order to rotate more. And of course, we've got Belova. Oh, I love Belova. I love the way she plays. I can't get enough of how she plays. She's just got that understanding of every teammate. It's like she's got a telepathic brain. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So I think all the best. Your I just want to put it in there. I'm gonna
score prediction
for Sunday against Everton.
That's the final game. Oh, we're talking about
not our game. The ladies. I just want to get stuff up here. All right. Sima.
Against Everton, I'm going 3-1. Russo agreed to score.
To Arsenal, 3-1. Larissa.
feeling a 4-0 actually.
Woo!
Maybe an Emily Fox goal.
Ooh.
Wow. Emily.
I said yesterday also that Havertz was gonna score too, so
Yeah, you did.
You
Huh?
did. Wow.
I
I bet no one thought Benny White would score too.
3-0.
Yeah, I didn't think that Ben will score. You said 4-0, yeah?
Yeah, 4-0
Yeah.
I'm going. Yeah.
I'm going to go with a clean sheet, but I'm going to go 2-0.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, modest.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not trusting Zinsberger, man. So,
Depends
You
on how
need to have faith.
even though it's a clean sheet, I still don't
Yeah.
trust. So yeah, 2-0 for me. Seema, you didn't get a chance to put your prediction in for the Spurs.
Spurs, yes. I am quite confident, and I will say 3-1 again.
3-1.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
So
an end-to-end game, and but yeah, we're taking it to them.
I think Joan also had a 3-1 on Monday.
Yeah, great minds think alike.
Yeah, I said it 2-0. I was like, I'm just gonna wait and see how the Chelsea game goes like, because I was a little bit like
Yeah.
2-0, and I think I'm gonna stay with that one. Keep it safe.
All right, I've got it. So I'm going to edit that and then put it on the group. Any last thoughts, ladies?
No, keep supporting Arsenal in the positive way. We don't want any criticisms after that bloody Villa game. People were saying, "Oh, Arteta out. He's about like seriously one." So you've erased all the good he's done over one. Okay, it was a big game and we needed that win, but come on, you don't just cuss your team for it.
They're a
You
bit
don't.
unfair. Yeah, they're a bit unfair. Look at the bottom, you see the scroll there is that Arsenal fans stop the hate and abuse of your own players and manager. They deserve your support till the proverbial fat lady sings. That's it. You need to support your team irrespective.
That's it.
Yeah, but also, I mean, like Seema also said, like one mistake, they already keep shouting Arteta out. Look at Man United. How many mistakes they make, and Ten Hag is still sitting there. So
Well, United just scored again, so it's 3-2. Bournemouth got a red.
10
Crystal
minutes
Palace got 1-0. And Everton is still 2-0 up.
10 minutes to go.
Yeah, man. You know what? Liverpool always scores in the latter stage of the game. But I think Everton will score another goal.
Yeah. Don't jinx it.
Foxy can see it.
Come on, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Ladies, go watch the last 10 minutes of the game. Enjoy it. And thank you once again. I'm going to maybe get, probably next week, we're going to go live again, but I will be on the streams. And then we've got something to talk about the weekend's matches and also the ladies' game for Sunday. Yeah. So hopefully by then we have an idea who will win it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Positive vibes. Positive.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Emerson, and John de Giza for being in the chat. Always good to have people in the chat.
And
all the best. And be healthy, be safe, and God bless. Cheers, man.
God bless. Take care.